Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has welcomed the South African leader with a guard of honor before the two sides held talks on trade, investment and global cooperation. Let's listen in to Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim.
President Cyril Ramaphosa to us represent also a new voice, a voice of conscience, this tenacity and conviction, defending justice, human rights across the continent in Africa, and more so up to Gaza. They are a very prominent player in the Hague Initiative, in the ICC, and of course on behalf of Malaysia generally, I must also express my profound gratitude for this courage to defend what is right. The Malaysian strategy is to expand new trading partners whilst continuing with existing conventional arrangements. We have decided to open up. That's why we are members in terms of expanding the trade, intra-ASEAN trade, and focus in Asia. But we also realize that through BRICS, we have now been very committed to expand our trade relations with Africa and Latin America.
Both leaders emphasized the importance of expanding economic ties with Anwar, highlighting Malaysia's strategy to engage new trading partners through platforms like BRICS. Meanwhile, President Cyril Ramaphosa has described the meeting as a key step towards revitalizing relations between the two countries and reaffirmed support for global justice, including solidarity with Palestine. Let's listen in to President Cyril Ramaphosa.
Today constitutes an important step towards what I would call revitalizing and strengthening our relations. We have reconfirmed that trade and investment opportunities need to be expanded between our two countries, particularly during this period of geopolitical tensions and challenges, where trade is being used as a weapon. We do believe, as you do too, that we need to expand our market base, and having been so closely related to one another and it tapered down over the years, we would like to recalibrate that and make sure that our ties get stronger and stronger. Our support for Palestine was not just a fanciful act. It is born out of our own experience during our consultation of bilateral. You did mention that the concept of apartheid.
Now we move on to Africa. Ivorians have went to the polls with incumbent Alassane Ouattara seeking that he has hinted may be his final term. The 83-year-old credited his nearly 15 years in office with delivering economic growth and relative stability in the West African nation. Let's listen into what some voters have said.
Je viens de voter mon président de choix. J'aimerais aussi inviter à tous les Ivoiriens et les Ivoiriennes de venir voter massivement dans la paix et dans la cohésion sociale, venir voter leur président de choix.
Ce que je dis à les Ivoiriens, de sortir massivement pour pouvoir bien voter. On vote pour nous, on vote pour nous-mêmes, pas pour quelqu'un. C'est notre avenir qu'on cherche.
Ouattara faces appeal that includes two former government ministers as well as the ex-wife and former spokesperson of his predecessor. Laurent Gbagbo, the incumbent backed by a strong political party, enters the race as the clear favorite. Ouattara, a former international banker and deputy managing director of the International Monetary Fund, came to power in 2011, following a 4-month civil war that claimed around 3,000 people's lives, triggered by Gbagbo's refusal to accept defeat in the 2010 election. This year, both Gbagbo and former Credit Suisse CEO T. John Thiam were declared ineligible, leaving Uttara with a decisive advantage in the vote. 2 people were killed and several others critically injured in a mass shooting at a large weekend party in southeastern North Carolina. Authorities have said that 13 individuals were shot during this incident. The shooting occurred in a rural area outside Maxton, about 150 kilometers southwest of Raleigh, near the South Carolina border. More than 150 people fled the location before law enforcement arrived. Robeson County Sheriff Burnis Wilkins has said that investigators from multiple agencies are working to identify suspects and gather information about the incident. Authorities have reiterated that there is no current threat to the community and asked anyone with information or who witnessed the shooting to contact the sheriff's office. Details about the victims and the cause of the shooting have not been released, and no